Hey, what is going on? Um, hey, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time listening, I'm gonna need you to definitely like, and share. So basically, I wanted to come on and talk about this thing called change because I noticed that, there's a lot of people changing, and then there's also a lot of people that just, they're not changing and they're staying the same. And it's like, it's your life, is what you really ultimately want, right? A lot of people don't change because they feel as though change is so hard and it's just easy for them to just stay the way they are. Um, but my thing is, if change is something that you really want for yourself and you feel as though, like, oh, I don't want to be in a situation that I'm currently in anymore, then change is something that you would have to, do. You would have to push yourself and motivate yourself to do, right? Because a lot of times people only want to change when they're forced to change. When there's like a type of mandate to change. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you think about someone who does something that they're not supposed to do, like someone who is, break the law or something like that, right? And, they go see the judge and the judge ultimately, you know, sentence them, you know, to like doing things that, like let's say for instance, someone who has like, a drug problem, right? And they keep the drugs that they're using keeps causing them to make these dumb choices, break the law and all this stuff, to the fact that they don't only get a jail sentence, they get mandated to go like to rehab. They get mandated to do certain services and stuff like that. And things like that do happen, right? But the best thing that someone can do is wake up one morning and decide on their own, like, listen, this is something that I don't want to do anymore. This is not the person that, I want to be, like, in terms of this is not the habits that I want to do, right? You wake up and you realize to yourself, oh, I want to change, right? Rather than somebody forcing you to change, or, a particular behavior that you can't control, right? And then other people have to step in and be like, listen, hold on. I don't care if you don't want to change. You gotta change, right? And I feel like sometimes when, like, we know when it's time we should change. We know that. Like, our intuition to be just messing with us. But there's some people out there, they ain't got no intuition. They ain't got, the least bit of common sense, none of that. But this show ain't about that. But my thing is, like, when you no longer like the situation that you're currently in, right? If you don't like the certain habits that you have, if you feel it deep within yourself to change, right, to evolve, to become better, then that's a personal choice that you definitely will have to make. But I feel like it should come from you, right? No one shouldn't force you to change. You know, uh, that should be something that uh, that should come from you, right? And honestly, change is uncomfortable, right? Because it's something new, right? It's something different, right? So I don't want to say change is hard, right? Because that's like, it just ultimately creates a challenge that people are really not willing to devote their time and energy to, right? But like, just knowing that, uh, the change has to be done and it's going to be uncomfortable, but like over time, um, it becomes more like, I don't want to say less hard, because I feel like when someone do want to change, right, they not putting all these barriers and challenges in their way. They're not doing that. They just focus on what it is that they want, and they're gonna ultimately get it done. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if that's something that you really really want to do, you're not gonna think about, oh my God, this is so hard. You just gonna do it. You're just gonna do it, like, And I think that when people are ready, right, then they will take away all like the limitations. They will take away all the things that is preventing them from, uh, you know, changing. They would just be in action mode and just get it done rather than just complain, right? Because some people, they be in a position in life where, they want to complain. They don't even want to they don't even want to like get it done and like even like pretend, because some people out there like, hold on, I'm saying hold on like I'm on a like y'all on a call or something like that. I'm trying to open this goddamn water. Mm. Shit good and cold. Now I was trying to open the water, and then I have like cause I also go live, like, cause I'm going live right now on two different platforms, on YouTube and then on Facebook, right? So I'm like making sure I'm holding this like microphone to make sure like the Facebook aspect pick up, because I know last time when I went live, right, or at least on the YouTube, because the Facebook was recording, but the YouTube, I don't know what was wrong with the microphone. Um, if you guys listen to my last live, then you know that I got a microphone coming, so I'm very excited about that, and hopefully this new microphone do what I'm saying, do what I gotta do, you know. But anyway, so um, someone won't see change as a task, like, oh, it's this thing that I can't get done because of the fact that, like, they won't see, because it's something that they want, right? Now if someone don't want to change and they like where they are, then hey, kudos for you. But I just feel like there's always something that we could improve or make a little better, you feel me? um and as we grow, it's like those are the things that we kind of like utilize to navigate through life and to ensure that we are um wising up, what I'm saying, getting a little, gaining this wisdom, and uh getting information that we could ultimately utilize in our life to keep us where we always want to be, or at least in the direction that we want to head in, right? um and I just feel like those people who are always crying about how change is so hard and they can't do something about their circumstances, the people that ultimately don't want to change, right, on a deeper level. And but at the same time, uh they are miserable and hate where they are in life, right? Because it's like it's people out there that just be miserable and mad and upset all the time, and but at the same time, they don't want to change nothing. It's like it's better to complain about their situation than to change it, you know. And as I gotten older, I realized that, like, cause before I used to be like low key, a little upset or whatever, especially at, you know, things that people were going through that was just like they didn't have to experience it, right? But then I had to realize that, um, people have full control over their lives, and uh, the choices that they make, the experiences that they have, the people that they surround themselves with, the food that they eat, the clothes that they wear, you know what I'm saying? Um, and with certain belief systems and ideologies, and even going down to traditions, because I just feel like as far as traditional matters, like, yeah, traditions and culture and stuff like that is passed on, right? But ultimately, it's up to someone to even decide that if they're gonna continue this certain traditions, right? You know what I'm saying? So even that over time becomes choices, because I notice how, some people, they don't really they are so opposite from their family sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Or they start to um take on different things uh that they want to experience, right? Because a lot of people are just not really um, accepting, or, you know, like some people are just like into their own ways. You feel me? Like, they create something for themselves, right? And it doesn't have to, because there's some people out there that's like, they're blindly following like their traditions and their culture, and they're not really, you know, opening themselves up to other ways of being, and then it's like the opposite. You feel me? But ultimately, it kind of just boils down to, like, what a person want and what you want, right? Because a lot of times, people don't feel as though, like, oh, they can have and do what they want. Well, you really can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really. There's like certain rules and stuff people, have to, go by or whatever. But shit, ultimately, some people don't even follow the rules. They do what they want to do. hmm They do what they want to do. And I just feel like, why not? Especially if it's something that's going to better you. Some people are doing things and it's not even getting them into a better situation. They just in the same situation over and over again. They in the same situation, but yet then they want to complain about it. Um, Honestly, I think that if you are in a situation, right, whatever the situation is, if you don't want to be in that situation, you have the power to change that very thing. Even if you feeling powerless in whatever situation, I just feel like the solutions, like, you have the solutions to all the problems that are going on in your life, right? You just have to believe that you're able to change your circumstances, and then you have to act on it, right? Because sometimes, people want others to uh you know give them all the answers, or give them this uh this map for life, right? Like, give you all the uh give you the plans, or give you the directions on your journey, give you the outline. And then sometimes it's like, sometimes you're just going to have to figure it out on your own, right? And that's what I learned in my personal journey in life, right? It was a lot of things that I wanted to be handed to me, right? I wanted someone to hold my hand and guide me, right? And just tell me, give me all the answers, right? Like, how you taking a test and stuff, and you studied, but then you didn't study for a long time, so you kind of like, feeling a little like, damn, you know, I could pass it, but then I might not pass it depending on how these questions are. You know what I'm saying? You feeling a little like, unsure, right? And then sometimes you sit by somebody who's taking that same damn test, right? And you know what I'm saying? You kind of like, looking a little bit, like trying to cheat and stuff like that, like trying to get all the answers and stuff like that. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, how when you don't understand a question on a test or whatever, you raise your hand and the teacher come over and they trying to explain it to you, but you just trying to ask them more stuff to see whether or not they just be like, all right, just it's B, it's C, at least give you some type of leeway. And some people want that in life. They want people to, you know, give them all the answers, or at least give them enough information so that they could choose an answer for themselves. And it's just like, with life and stuff like that, you have to come up with certain things on your own, right? Like, even all the information that is in, because we have access to information that we really wasn't privy to, or it took us a long time to actually dig in and do the research. You know what I'm saying? Now people just get online, go anything they want to find out, they go to Google, right? But I feel like Google ain't the same Google that it was 15, 20 years ago, because it's like saturated with all these ads and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother topic. But the information is online, right? And then, like, people got access to information. But the thing is, with this information and knowledge or whatever you learn, right, you have to apply it to your life, right, in a way in which it's going to work for you, right? And it's just like, you still have to put in the work. Like, anybody could give you information, just like, I do coaching sessions one-on-one, right? People could go to my website, www.beautifulstartpodcast.com, and go to services, and you see all of the coaching one-on-one, the event sessions, the colloquy sessions that I do, I do all those sessions, right? And with the coaching session, right, yes, information, being provided, but at the end of the day, right, even to create an outline or to coach someone or anything like that, that person who's on the other end receiving the information, right, or being assisted, right, is going to have to eventually do the work on their own and really, like, apply whatever it is that they've learned, right? So it's like some people feel as though, like, oh yeah, this is going to change my life, right? But it's actually the action, right, and the choices that you make. You feel me? And sometimes we have to do it for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to actually, like, put the work in. You feel me? Just like if someone goes to, like, someone say, oh yeah, I want to gain weight, right? There's a lot of slim women out there who's very slim and they want to gain weight, right? But then it's like, when they get a personal trainer or someone telling them what exercises to do, what food they should eat, you know, all this stuff, right? Giving them instructional guides and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine and dandy, right? But then they're gonna have to apply it to their life, right? They have to apply it, just like anyone who goes to college, right? At some point, the information that they receive, they're going to have to apply it. Just like when someone makes a decision and a choice and say to themselves, oh, I don't like the situation that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling this no more. I don't want to be in this, you know, situation, right? And they create like a solution for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They change. Let me take this off. They create a solution for themselves, right? Or they uh they say to themselves, I don't like this situation I'm in, right? And they work towards getting out of this situation, right? Um, but then they have to stick with the choice that they made. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel as though like, oh yeah, you just making a choice and that's it. Yeah, you making a choice, but ultimately you're gonna have to act on that choice. You would have to, really maneuver and get through it and push yourself. And that has to be something personal on your end, but something that's also like you have to be proactive. You do. Because anybody could say, oh, yeah, I don't like this situation and complain and be mad and upset. You know, that's why you see people like, you know, they say they want to do some shit, right? And then, but they don't really want to do a longevity, right? Like, think about anybody who says to themselves, oh, yeah, I'm going to start a business or I'm going to have, um, and this is something that they have never did before because everyone think like, oh, owning your own business is easier than just working a 9 to 5, right? But then when you think about it, right, it's really just first of all, I've always noticed how business owners and people who own their own business or doing something for themselves, right? They always say that they put more work in, right? It's like you working 24 hours, right? Because it's like you're doing a lot of stuff, right? Especially when you getting something off the ground and stuff, coming up with new ideas. And it's not really coming up with new ideas and new methods. It's about really applying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if someone opens a store, they have to be in that store. They have to make sure it's running right. They have to, even if you hire people for your store and all that stuff, you still have to be actively a part of it, right? Because everyone knows, like, they even closing stores and stuff because theft is high and all that stuff, right? Now, you know what I'm saying? Like all the different things that people have to do and stuff like that, and people think certain paths are easier than others, and no, you know what I'm saying? Certain paths aren't easier than others. It's just the fact that some people are just consistent and they just gonna keep you know doing the very thing that they want results from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people are easily, could throw in a towel, right? Because it's like, if change ain't hard, right, and if change ain't easy, then what is it, right? It requires a lot on people's end because it's like the consistency, right? You got to keep on doing something different to get different results. But what people are doing now is that they're doing the same thing, but then they want a different result, which don't make no sense, right? You got to be doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say for instance, somebody's in a relationship. They in a relationship with somebody who don't respect them. Like, let's say for instance, you in a relationship with somebody who don't respect you. They not giving you what you want, right? You just wasting your time, and you know this. But then at the same time, right? You know this person is who the hell they are, right? And I'm gonna put this out there, right? We can't change other people. We cannot change nobody else. If someone is not willing to change on their own, or even if you bring it to their attention and you say, "Oh, I don't like this situation. I want to, can you change this? What you're doing is making me feel whatever." Like, you address it to them, right? But yet they don't change, right? Then the smart thing to do, right? Because typically, if you're in a situation and a person don't want to change, you bring it to their attention, and what they doing, you no longer co-signing with, you no longer agree with, and this guy disrespects you. You know how many men out there, people, partners out there be disrespecting them, throwing them under the ground, playing them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be feeling like, oh yeah, that's a broke sport. You know what I'm saying? That's just some bum do shit that people do. You know what I'm saying? But I seen men who are on certain pedestals or certain, are seen a certain way, publicly humiliate and disrespect they woman and like high volumes. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people feel as though like they're willing to allow a man to disrespect them who got money, right? And they also allowing men to disrespect them without money. But anyway, the whole point I'm trying to make, right? If someone that don't respect you and treating you like shit, and they don't care about you, right? And you can't change them. They not willing to change. Then that means that you gotta change them. You gotta change them. You gotta leave them where they at and keep it moving. And keep it moving straight like that. A lot of people, they so fearful to end things that they've been in for so long. Like, that's crazy. Like, uh certain things that we are told as little girls, and we grow up with certain, belief systems and pertaining to relationships. Like, some people feel as though they supposed to be with one person their whole life, like in a relationship their whole life. Like, imagine meeting somebody, right? And a lot of women are still in this situation, right? They met their spouse in high school. Now, some people, right? A few people, you feel me? Could be like, oh, I was in a relationship with this person for like 50 years and everything, it worked out, whatever. Boom. Right? But then you have some people who they met their sweetheart, in high school, right? And it's like, 20 years, 30 years later, and instead of growing up together, in terms of like, a lot of people have been growing apart. There's been people have been growing apart. Um, and some women believe that, oh, because they've been with their partner for like 30 years, that's the only person that they're supposed to be with, right? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Just because you've been like, you know, I would like to think if you with somebody for like 30 years, y'all could talk about any and everything at this point. I feel like once married couples been together and it's a healthy relationship, they should be able to talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? And, but the dynamics of certain relationships be crazy. Be absolutely insane. Now, people could run their relationships however they want to run their relationships. This is not a relationship guru. I'm not no relationship guru. I'm not giving out advice to how you should run your relationship, or what type of relationship you should have, or what you should be doing, or whatever the case may be. Because, if you listen to this page, I would like to think you a grown person, a grown adult, right? And you should know what you want out of life and what you don't want out of life. A lot of people, you know, they don't realize that. Like, it's your life, right? Regardless of whatever belief system, traditions, cultures, whatever it is, right? That certain people believe in, but at the end of the day, you're over 18, you're over 21, you're a grown ass adult. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some people out there, they be like in their 50s, and they still, something else has a hold on them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, 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 no. You grown. You know what I'm saying? Some people be just operating from uh that, some people still be operating from trying to be a people pleaser and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they are so focused on someone else's feelings that don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, someone could hurt you, right? But then because of the type of person that you are, you know, you don't want to hurt that person, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, like, you looking out for the best interest for somebody that's not even looking out for you. And that's how, some of us, because we're nurturers, we women, and, we care and stuff like that, we supposed to allow other people to walk over us. No, absolutely not. And just like, if you in a situation that you've been in for like forever, that doesn't mean you have to be with that person forever, because we don't even last forever. You feel what I'm saying? The life cycle don't even last forever. People don't, you know what I'm saying? I seen someone that was like 109 years old running around, but yeah, okay. Everyone has like a little, everyone's gonna fucking die. Ain't nobody gonna live forever. I'm sorry, ain't nobody gonna live forever. I don't know, like you probably be old. You know what I'm saying? But then somebody else could be old. But sure, especially if someone disrespect you and they playing you, like sometimes we could lie to ourselves and try to like act like certain things don't exist when it really does exist, right? Some people are really not even believing what their eyes are showing them. That's the crazy shit. Like when you could convince yourself of something that is not real and you know it ain't real. Right, some people could look at their relationship or look at the situation that they in, and they know they don't deserve to be in that situation. They know they deserve better, right? Even like some people with they let me look at the time because shit, I ain't got my glasses on. I'm over here switching. I'm like but the computer right in my damn face. I think about that time when I was I had just, well, I didn't just, yeah, pretty much. I just went to like a senior college or whatever, right? And I was in there with the, what's it called? The advisor, the college advisor, right? So she was like picking my classes and stuff. And mind you, she had like some bifocals on. Like I wear glasses and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But she had on glasses, some bifocals, right? And this was like, when was this? This was a mad long ago. I would say this had to be like 2000 and probably 6 or something. Maybe 2000. This is a long ass time ago because I was in college. I done graduated and everything, but it just made me think about that. Me squinching my eyes looking at this computer, right? So she was like picking my classes and stuff, yo. How the hell she went all the way? She had bifocals on, yo. She went mad close to the computer, like like mad close, like it would be like her nose was almost touching the screen, and she was like reading like that. I was like, what? So what you got on the bifocals for? If you know what I'm saying? But she had like an old school, like in 2006, some old ass computers, like shit look is different now. But that made me think about that. But getting back to this topic or whatever, right? So People want to be, people want to be able to say, oh, I've been with this person for like 25 years, for 30 years. But out of 30 years, 28 years have been miserable. You've been miserable for 28 years. Why you want to brag about something that's, you know what I'm saying, you miserable in? Make it work for you. Like, if you want to stay in a situation, at least be happy. And that's the choice that you want to make. Be happy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Be happy doing it. Like, at least fake it. But then it's like, what's the point of faking it when you could just change the whole situation and really be happy? Because, like, who's really, really happy nowadays, right? You know what I'm saying? If this is your first time listening to Beautiful Start podcast, you know, and you on either page, definitely like, share, so that this channel can grow. The episodes that I do on Monday, that's, you know, you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast. It's over 100 episodes. I got the website out, www.beautifulstartpodcast.com. You can listen to the original podcast there, right? Or you could sign up for services. Like I said, I do coaching sessions, one-on-one, vent sessions. I do colloquy sessions. That's something totally new. If you're interested in learning about those services, go. It's very detailed, straight to the point. Also, I do a monthly group. You're interested in being a part of group, definitely sign up. And I do a free meditation, absolutely free, free. Once a month I do it. It's like a 30-minute session. It's the group is with women from, or men, right? Because anybody can sign up for the meditation. Anybody, right? It's open. The group is the one that's for women, right? So, you know, it's for women. As soon as you say like, oh, this is for this is for that, then people just start like signing up. But anyway, the meditation is absolutely free. And if that's something that you're interested in being a part of, definitely sign up. It's something that we're doing virtually online. Right now I'm doing it through Microsoft Teams. I know some people may have raised concerns in reference to whether they have to download that app or not, but no, you don't. You just, you know, when a link is sent out to you, you just click the link and continue in your web browser. But you have to hit continue rather than download the app, because they always try to get you to download all these different apps. But yeah, so that's what was what's going on. But I'm very excited about the website. You know, I'm just so that was like the best thing that I have ever did this year, was actually setting up the website, because I actually had the website for a while, but a lot of things kept on happening, right, behind the scenes. Like, it's just like, when you set your mind to something and you say, oh, I'm gonna do this, you know, you don't understand how much stuff come up against it, like all of them things that come up, that's just like challenges and stuff that you have to overcome. And a lot of that overcoming is like yourself. Like, you know, whenever you decide to do something, it's like you decide to do it, but then it's like this an internal fight within yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's just like what, you know, when you think about somebody who, you know, they trying to get out of a habit and they don't want to do certain things, that's just effing up their life, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, you being tempted with this very thing. And so it's like you kind of like battling yourself, you know, just like when someone decides to leave a damn relationship that's unhealthy or toxic, abusive, but those times when you're alone, your mind kind of play tricks on you because it only shows you the good times. And then it makes you feel like, damn, what, did I make a right decision? And it's like, yeah, you made the right decision, because that guy was a loony bin and crazy. But then your mind try to only show you the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you decide to yourself, oh, I'm going to be on a diet. You know what I'm saying? I want to lose 500 pounds. But then your mind, all you think about is food. You know what I'm saying? It's cheeseburgers in your head. You know what I'm saying? Think about cheeseburgers, fries, all this stuff. You go in the store, you say to yourself, oh, I want a salad. But then you looking at that Philly cheesesteak. You looking at, you know what I'm saying, them chips. You looking at, you know what I'm saying? And you start to, you got to uh, get some, get control of your imagination. You got to have some willpower. It's a lot of things that go into like this change and shit, right? And you got to just say what you want and focus your energy on that. But, you know, I feel as though anything that anybody really want and they fight for it and they uh are willing to sacrifice certain shit and they learn themselves and not fold, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of like, you gotta give yourself props. You gotta like really reward yourself. You gotta pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself. If any of you guys have decided sometime along this year to change something and you are in a month in to the change, or the beginning of, for all those people out there who said to themselves like, yo, who have like New Year's resolution, right? January 1st, you've been on your journey and you didn't go back. You know what I'm saying? Pat yourself on the back. Any little victories that you have, even having the realization that, oh, I don't want to be in a certain situation no more, and even working towards it, taking little baby steps at a time. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you could decide overnight, oh, you don't want to do a certain thing, or you know what I'm saying? You can make a decision at any time to change. But it's that consistency of actually staying on that path, right? And you got to congratulate yourself for all the little small victories and things you overcame. Because even just having a realization, that's a big moment, because some people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And then some people keep having the same realizations over and over, but they're not going to change because they really don't want to change and they scared to change. You know what I'm saying? It's better for them to be safe than to be like, than to actually change. You feel me? But yeah. But I'm about to get off of this because it's been a long time, and I gotta start my, you know what I'm saying, uh start my night. You feel me? But if this is your first time listening to this, definitely share, share, share. And definitely go to the website www.beautifulstartpodcast.com. Definitely sign up for services, group meditation. Um, yes, and definitely lock in. I have over 100 episodes on the podcast. Yes, there's going to be new episodes coming. So definitely, be locked in. And also, you can listen to all the old stuff. We got mad, like, it's a lot of information out there, a lot of information that I put out. But I thank you so much.